Hey, hello. I'm just seeing if anybody's coming on. I am excited to do this little mini workshop. Hey, Kinga. Hey. So, yes, I'm doing a mini workshop on time management today. And it came about from a session. So I don't know if you know, I have put it on my Instagram feed, but I've been running 3 coaching sessions for the month of September, and today was the last day. So this session this live was prompted from a session that I had with a client over the week, and it was brought up around time management. So she booked a session because she wanted to, get some help or get some tips on how she could better manage her time. She's in a full-time job at the moment, and she was just feeling like she doesn't, manage her time efficiently enough. So we looked at ways in which, we looked at her schedule. It looked fine. There was nothing really that was in a schedule that I could say, there was anything wrong with it really. So we looked at the idea of how she was managing her energy. Okay, a lot of the times we put ourselves in work, when work demands a lot more of us, or our business is going through a transition which requires more of us, more of our time, we respond to it by working longer hours and doing extra hours. Where the problem with doing that is that there are only so many hours in a day, right? There are only so many hours in a day. But your energy, however, your energy is something that can be renewed and rejuvenated as you go throughout the day. So even if you are increasing your hours, even if you are working the longer hours, if you are able to renew your energy at specific points throughout the day, you are able then to, have a better performance and get better results within your workplace or within your business. Okay. So, it's normal. We all do it. But we need to just be more aware of how we are spending our energy and how we are managing our energy, so we don't lead on to things like burnout and stress, our mental health, our physical health. That can all be affected if we are not managing our energy properly. So how can we, so I'm just looking at my notes here because I did write some notes for you guys today so I wouldn't get lost. Okay, so how can we, or how can you, if you are somebody who feels, that you don't have a lot of time, if you feel that, you're feeling depleted throughout your day, you have a schedule, you have, a to-do list of things that that you need to get through, how can you identify ways in which you can, better manage your energy so your performance doesn't fluctuate, so you don't have, the peaks and the valleys throughout the day? And there are 4 main areas in which we can look at where we can start renewing and rejuvenating our energy, right? And those are your body, which is your physical, your mind, your emotions, and your spiritual. Okay, so all of these areas can be expanded and rejuvenated. Your energy can be expanded in all of these areas if you can establish specific rituals, that you can put in throughout the day and begin to help increase your energy to help you have a better performance. Okay, and so how do we do this? So let's first look at the first area, which is your body. Okay, no, let's not do that. Don't worry, I lost my train of thought. How do we identify ways in which we can increase our energy capacity in those areas. Okay, what you first have to do is you first have to list. You have to list all the energy depleting behaviors, in each of those areas. Okay, identify those areas, identify what it's costing you in those areas, and then you have to start taking responsibility to implement new rituals in order to have, a better management of your energy. So for example, if we're looking at your body and your physical, I want you to look at your exercise, your diet, your nutrition, your sleep patterns. Look at all the energy deficient or the energy activities that you do that influence your energy levels throughout the day. So, for example, we all know food is fuel, right? But we would miss breakfast. How many of you miss breakfast every morning? I do it most mornings. I don't eat breakfast probably until about 12. Like, that's my first meal of the day. I'll have a drink of water, but I don't always eat first thing in the morning. I'll wait until lunchtime. And I find that over time, keep doing that, it does affect my energy levels throughout the day. So I can become tired, I can become groggy. Other physical activities that you may miss out on, going to bed on time. How many of you stay awake till, I don't know, God knows them, because you're trying to get some work done, you're trying to get a particular activity done, you're like, oh, it has to be done today, I need to do this today. Or you've left something to the last minute, and because you've left it to the last minute, that's me, that would be me, you end up staying up to all stupid hours of the morning and knowing that you have to get up early in the morning, in my case, to do the school run. Okay, so that's something you can look when it comes to your body and your physical energy. So you can start to list those list things in those areas. When it comes to your emotions, now that's not an area where people recognize that is somewhere where you can get your energy from, right? But if you really think about it, our emotions, when we're feeling stressed, when we're feeling angry, when we're feeling happy, it does, you can feel your energy, right? So if I said to you, like, just smile now, like, hey, I'm alive, there's an energy that comes with your emotions. And when you're at work, or when you're within the workplace, or when you're working within your business, those emotions can kind of drain us. It can come from colleagues, it can come from, a deadline that is fast approaching, something that you have to do. Having control and being able to manage your emotions, okay, will allow you to make better decisions in that moment, and it will have a greater impact in your performance going forward. Okay. Third area, our mind. Our mind, the energy I'm talking about when it comes to our mind, is our focus. Okay, our focus of our energy. Where or who, which one of you? I can't see all the comments, by the way. I'm seeing, I don't know. I can't. Yeah. So when it comes to your focus, right? Where are you focusing your energy? Right? And don't tell me that, I'm great at multitasking, because multitasking is a myth, right? Think about it. You think you're multitasking, you think, yeah, I'm a great multitasker. It's a myth, yeah? Multitasking undermines productivity. Okay, did you catch that? Multitasking undermines productivity, and it costs you a lot of time. In fact, it takes you longer to do or complete a task because you think you are, you're being great multitasker. Well, no, stop it. Stop multitasking. When you become more productive and your performance, and you'll get better results if you focus your attention on one thing, a solid 90 minutes. If you say, you know what, I need to write this essay, or I need to write this report, or I need to spend time planning my social media content. You know, if you spend a solid 90 minutes doing just that, you know, without the distractions, you know, what, thanks for me, you know, what is it that you know, what activities within your focus, within your mind energy, you know, are energy depleting? So are you somebody who, you know, when you're writing an email, a notification comes up on your phone and you go to it, then you start scrolling, and you start clicking onto another app, and then it leads you into another app, and then an hour later you remember, oh, I've got to finish this email. That takes time. If you had just focused, you know, if you had focused, you would have got it done. All right. So just be aware of where the energy depleting activities are when it comes to your mind. Okay. And then the last one is spiritual. Okay. Now, this is an area that is not recognized, especially within the corporate world, as somewhere where you can get your source of energy. Yeah. Spiritual, and this relates to like your values and your beliefs, your core values, doing work that aligns with your core values and core beliefs, right? These so when you're in work, so for example, I'll give you an example. So I set up a company, and a couple of months ago, and that was off the back of me losing my job. And I just thought, you know what, I need to do something. There's not much jobs going in the industry that I'm working in. Nobody's really hiring. Let me set something up in something that I know I can do, right? And I did that, and it's fine. You know, I enjoy doing the work, but when it came to fulfillment and making me feel fulfilled, it became draining. You know, I wasn't aligned with the work I was doing. I didn't feel a sense of purpose in that work, you know. So I had to really go back and really check myself. And some of you know I've been on a journey of, you know, self-discovery, and really getting to know myself over the past couple of months. And I've recently become a coach, and I find that is something that's more fulfilling to me. Okay, so now I can coach, and I can run, and I can do my business. But I know that the activities that I do now kind of align, and my spiritual energy is, you know, is getting replenished and renewed throughout the week or throughout the day, because I can then kind of focus on the activities that I love and that I like to do. Okay, so that's what you need to do. So sorry, I probably went on and digressed, but first identify the energy depleting activities within all those areas. Okay, and then once you've identified those energy depleting activities, you then need to see which rituals or what behaviors can you create or implement. Yeah, intentional, conscious actions can you implement throughout your schedule, throughout the day, that is going to help replenish and renew your energy as you go on throughout the day. And I did that with my client. We did it in one area because we didn't have enough time, but we did it in one area, and we looked at her physical energy. Okay, now, hi Lamar. So we looked at her physical energy, and she said she skipped breakfast. You know, most people skip breakfast. We know food is fuel, right? And because I used to be a personal trainer and I studied nutrition, I was able to advise her, you know, what foods will give you fuel. So that's very careful as well. Don't just eat anything for breakfast, right? Make sure that it's nutritious and that it's going to give you the energy. Stay away from the simple complex carbs that's only going to give you, you know, a quick buzz of energy, right? Have carbohydrates, maybe oats or something that's going to sustain you throughout, you know, your morning until lunchtime. Making sure you make time to eat small meals throughout the day instead of just having like large meals, right? So those are areas we looked at. We also looked at ways in which she can, when she was on lunch break, going out for a walk, because she's currently working from home because of COVID restrictions. And, you know, for some reason, when we're working at home, people seem to be working longer hours and more than if they were when they were in the office. So we looked at ways in which, you know, schedule an actual break time. And on that break time, physically, she would have to get up and take a walk. Okay, that renews your energy. Things like when you're feeling stressed, or you're getting a phone call, or you're in a meeting and it's kind of stressing you out, simply just breathe in. Do you breathe, people? I know it may sound like a stupid question, right? But do you breathe? Take time and breathe. It's so important. You'll be surprised at how breathing can replenish your energy levels just like that, you know? So those are some of the things we looked at. And that's basically what I wanted to share with you, because I made a post. Would I recommend intermittent fasting? There are positives to that. But I would ask you what your goal is when it comes to intermittent fasting. You know, there are many reasons why people go on an intermittent fasting type diet. I wouldn't know 100%. You know, I haven't really looked into it. I would ask probably a proper nutritionist. Yeah. But yeah, thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. Does anybody have any questions? Does anyone have any questions? Or does anybody want to come live with me? You know, have a bit of coaching going on. If you want to come live, let me know. Just request to come in live, come out and come back in. Hi, Paula. Yeah, so thank you for joining. I just want to also just give you a little information of what's coming up next. So my free coaching sessions, they end today. Today was the last day. However, I'm going to extend it till Friday because, you know, why finish on a Wednesday? So I'm going to update my calendar. And if you would like to come on a free coaching session with me, just click the link in my calendar, the link in my bio, sorry, and you can book a free coaching session and we can talk about whatever you want. But my main focus and what I do is I help people. I am a mindset and strategy coach. So I help you create a limitless mindset and implement strategies in order to bring you the desired outcomes you want within your business, career, or life. You know, so not all life, and life. Okay. And we do things like what I did today with you. We look at things when you're talking about time management, looking at, you know, how you can best perform in your business, because better performance in your business will equal better results, right? And that's what I'll be coaching on. Once the free coaching sessions are finished this week, I will be opening up my books to take on one-to-one clients. Now, more information will be put out on my socials, and I'll be giving out more information about that over the weekend. So just keep a lookout. But if you are interested, or, you know, you found this little mini live helpful, or you think you know somebody who will find it helpful, please share, please tag them. Yeah, just share the content with them and just let me know. Okay, so yes, Paula, please. Yes, we need to have a session. Okay, but thank you everybody for coming on. I'm gonna ask one more time if there are any questions. Let me scroll back through. You're welcome, Sasha. It's super powerful and already within. Yes, breathe. Breath is your birthright. Use it. I love that, Kinga. Yes, it is. Kinga, amazing yoga teacher. Amazing. Check her out. Okay, so if there are no questions, then I'm going to end this live. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will be back again next week with another topic. I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm going to put it in my stories, and you let me know, what do you want to talk about? What areas in your business or in your career, in your life, are you currently struggling with that you feel like you need help with? Send me a message, or I'm going to put it in my stories right now with that little question box. And yeah, all right. Thank you, Nisha. I'm glad you did. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everyone, and I'll see you soon. I'll put this on my stories, in my grid, so you can catch up on it later. All right. Bye.